Can the IRS levy a foreign trust? No, they cannot. However, a foreign trust is not a get-out-of-taxes-free pass. I am attorney Jim Daloisio, Director of Legal Services of Torchlight Tax. An IRS levy is a domestic collection tool. It applies to U.S. banks, U.S. employers, and others within U.S. jurisdiction, but it stops at the border. In Belize, Nevis, and the Cook Islands, trust statutes do not recognize U.S. collection orders. To pursue assets there, a creditor must start fresh in that country's courts. A foreign trustee in those jurisdictions is not under U.S. authority, and assets under that trustee's control are beyond IRS levy power. This does not mean the IRS is powerless, or that you can transfer profits offshore, skip taxes, and get away with it. That would likely be tax evasion. It simply means the IRS cannot levy a foreign trust. If they want funds from the trust, they must litigate, and you and your attorney can defend it in court. The fact that the IRS can levy without going to court makes an IRS levy a powerful tool for collection inside the U.S. The fact that the IRS cannot levy a foreign trust levels the playing field, as they can't seize first and make you sue to recover. Can the IRS go to a U.S. court? Yes. But if the trust is properly set up offshore, a U.S. court lacks jurisdiction over the foreign trustee and foreign trust assets. Foreign trusts protect trust assets from creditors and U.S. lawsuits. To obtain those assets, the IRS, or any creditor, must bring a case in the foreign jurisdiction and win there. In a properly drafted foreign trust, the independent trustee will not turn over assets when the grantor, the person who set up and funded the trust, is under duress. The trustee follows the trust deed and local law. A U.S. court cannot compel a foreign trustee to act. That's the firewall. The IRS can often reach U.S. accounts. It cannot administratively seize a foreign trustee's offshore accounts. Assets located in the United States, when owned by a foreign trust, are potentially vulnerable to a U.S. court order. However, they are not simply taken by levy. A creditor would need to win a case in the U.S. by proving that the property should be treated as the taxpayer's, an uphill fight when the trust predates the claim and is genuinely independent. Practically, U.S. situs assets, meaning assets that are physically located in the U.S. for legal purposes, are more accessible than offshore assets, but not automatically reachable. A foreign asset protection trust is a very powerful tool to protect your assets. It can be effective against the IRS in certain circumstances. These trusts are generally grantor trusts and do not change the tax liability of the grantor, the person who set up and funded the trust. For many taxpayers, a foreign asset protection trust is a prudent way to protect their assets from lawsuits and creditors. The IRS is simply one of many potential creditors that could be stymied by a foreign trust. A key factor is timing and intent. If you establish a foreign asset protection trust before there is a threat or an IRS debt, and later an IRS debt or lawsuit arises, the trust will likely work very well. If you have millions of dollars in assets in one of these trusts, and later your business collapses, leaving you owing the IRS and others, the trust will still likely protect those assets. The intent was to safeguard assets for retirement or long-term security, and the timing supports that. How can you best protect your assets and save tax dollars? Contact Torchlight Tax for a free consultation at 877-758-7797 or info@torchlighttax.com. We would be glad to do a deep dive and work out a strategic plan to lower your taxes, protect your assets, and handle any IRS debt. This is what we do. You are also welcome to view the Torchlight Tax website or YouTube channel, where over 400 blog articles and videos are available to help you plan strategically and legally minimize your future taxes while creating and protecting assets. If you found this video helpful, please like it, share it, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.